it's Jennifer. Today is Monday, April 30th, and I'm out inspecting my tomatoes this morning, and I see that this black Krim looks like it is heading towards maturity now, and as it starts to turn red, I need to protect it from birds. So today I'm going to go ahead and put a little laundry mesh bag over the tomato to protect it from birds and critters. Okay, so here's what the bag looks like. And first thing I need to do is remove some of the stem here so I can actually get at the tomato. As much as possible and get on up. And as the other tomatoes start to ripen, then I'll go ahead and expand the cover of the bag such that it covers those tomatoes as well. So here are some of my other black Krim nubs. There's lots of tomatoes on this plant and lots of flowers too, so I hope to get good production off this plant. Here's some more. So it's a good amount. And here are my black Plum tomatoes. And I like these tomatoes very much. They're great for just eating on salads and for making sauce as well. They taste a lot like ketchup. I guess before all the seasoning and stuff goes into ketchup. So like unadulterated ketchup maybe. Anyhow, so far this plant looks like it's going to be a little prolific. So there's little nubs all over the place, lots of flowers. I've been diligently tickling the flowers every day to get more fruit, and it seems to be working. And here's the other black Krim. It doesn't have as many tomatoes on it yet, but it's trying. Little guy there, and some more little guys back in here. See if I can get them. More little guys. Alright, well, they're hiding, but they're in there. Another guy back there. Let's see. And some little guys in here. My tomatillo plant also has some fruits ripening on it, and these look like little lanterns now. There are 3 plants in here to ensure that I do get some fruit, so you need at least 2 of the tomatillo plants to get fruit. Although I've seen cases where people claim to have only 1 and they still get fruit. But anyhow, I'd rather play safe than sorry. And this is the green zebra plant, and it has a little tomato there, possibly another one up there. I'll see soon whether that's the case. And here's the Juliette. So this one is a grape tomato. And got a nice group here, another group over here, and a bunch of flowers up here. So I expect this one to do well. I'm kind of surprised that the plant isn't taller, but I guess it'll catch up soon enough. And over here you can see some little Italian iced tomatoes. These are white cherry tomatoes. They're quite tasty, and they're really pretty on salads. They look kind of ghostly white. Sometimes they get tinged yellow, so they look creamy. Anyhow, it's a really fun tomato to grow and tastes really good. Some more flowers up here and more flowers up here. And way back in here, that's an Ensalada tomato, and this plant is supposedly determinate. we'll see. It has flowers and all over the place in various stages of development, and some fruits too. So I'm not sure whether I'd say that this is, at least in my yard, determinate. It might be semi-determinate. And here are my first cluster of yellow pear tomatoes. They're looking pretty good. More clusters to come. So hopefully this time I'll be able to protect this plant from the birds, so I'll actually get some tomatoes. Birds love these. This plant is labeled Cherokee, though it clearly is not. This is elongated fruit. Given its stature and its fluffiness and the shape of the fruits, I'm going to guess that this is actually a Juliette. Which, okay, I'm okay with that, but I didn't want 3 Juliettes in my yard. I wanted a Cherokee. So it looks like that's one I'm going to have to seed up now for probably a late summer fruit. Well, thank goodness I have the black Krim until then. Here are some of the lesser sweet Japanese. So far this plant is the most prolific. The other plants, they have flowers, but those flowers are dropping. And like this one here, I think the flowers all dropped and there's no fruit. Or like down here, there's just no fruit. There's like incomplete fertilization. These are all empty. I should probably just cut them off. So, I don't know about the future of this plant. If I don't see some fruit soon, I might pull it and put something else in. Looky there, I went to the other side of the plant and it has 1 fruit. So, it's safe for now. The other fruits look like they didn't take. It's got plenty of flowers here up top. So, maybe it'll do something. I don't know. I don't know what it's waiting for. So this is labeled as the Anna's Russian tomato. It's supposed to be an oxheart, but I don't see it taking on that form yet. So I could have this mislabeled, but that's what this is supposed to be. It's got a few fruits on it, not many. Lots of flowers up top, so there's some hope for it. We'll see how this goes, and we'll see if this truly is an oxheart plant or whether I mislabeled yet another plant. This is another Anna's Russia, and these and these tomatoes have a shape that I would expect from the plant as an oxheart tomato. There's more flowers up top here, lots of flowers there, lots of double flowers. I wonder what those are going to look like. Wow. Here we go. Some double flowers up here. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. But anyhow, so lots of flowers, a few fruits. We'll see how this one goes. This is an Amish Paste tomato, and here's some little nubs here. And looks like some more fertilized flowers over here. This is the first time I've grown the Amish Paste, so I don't know what it tastes like or what to expect, but I'm assuming from the name that it's a paste tomato. So here's some more flowers. Some more flowers back here. More flowers up top here. So I think these are rather smallish tomatoes. So hopefully I'll get enough to actually make, a sauce purely out of these tomatoes to see how it tastes. And here are some more nice Juliettes. Those look like they're coming along nicely. Oh boy. Good, good, good. More up here. And some more flowers up here. I didn't see these until today. These are San Marzano tomatoes. I thought this plant was pretty much worthless. But it looks like it's doing just fine. That's great. Anyhow, I guess I'll let it alone and just go ahead and tickle those flowers. And here's Polish Linguisa nub. It looks like a peanut. I'm not sure how big these are supposed to get, but it looks like it's gonna put on quite a bit of fruit, at least over here. It's got some flowers up top here. So this is my first time growing this plant. We'll see how it goes. So far I'm surprised how small stature it is. Yeah, we'll see. So far, Lemon Boy is the tomato producing champ. So it's got tomatoes all over it of various sizes. And I guess getting ripe soon. The first tomatoes start out kind of small, and then they get larger as the plant matures. Probably going to have to protect these ones on the bottom with bags soon so the birds don't get at them once they start turning yellow. Anyhow, I expect good production from both of these plants. There's flowers all over the place. And it's already got a good amount of tomatoes on it. So I'm very pleased so far this year with Lemon Boy. It looks like the Black Prince has awakened. All right, look at that. That's a nice cluster of tomatoes there. So hopefully I'll get some more like that. This is the first time I've grown these tomatoes. I think they're supposed to be salad size, so maybe a couple inches wide. Lots of flowers on both plants. This one's got a big one down here and a little one down there with it. Some more little guys up here. Lots of flowers. Good. And this one doesn't have fruit yet, but I'm just noticing that the calyx on this Black Beauty plant is huge. I wonder if this is indicative of a huge tomato. But they are really big. I guess maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll see what becomes of these. This plant is labeled San Marzano, but I doubt that it is San Marzano. I think that this might be another Black Prince. It's got two nice tomatoes on it. I think there's some more hidden up in here. Yeah. One up here. This looks like one that failed. And it's done pretty well. Looks like I need to confine it some since it's coming into the walkway. But we'll see how this one goes. Lots of flowers up here. Another little fruit. These are white Tomasol tomatoes. So this is a white beefsteak type. Looks like there's 3 of them right now. They're coming on pretty well. The plant itself is shorter stature than I thought it would be. I thought it would get much bigger, but so far it's stayed pretty compact. It's got lots of flowers. And lastly is another one of my Polish Linguisa plants, and this one looks like it's putting on quite a few tomatoes. I don't know how big these are going to get, but the plant is of pretty short stature. Again, I'm kind of surprised. Usually the paste tomatoes are huge, but so far this one is pretty well contained and compact as well. And there's lots of flowers up top. I'll go ahead and toothbrush these, see what I can get out of them. So far, so good on most of my tomato plants. I had an issue earlier this week where my plants were being overwatered, so for the past maybe 5-6 days I haven't watered the plants to let the soil dry out. And then today I went ahead and tested my drip lines, and they are way more intense than I thought. So I've taken that down to now 10 minutes per cycle, maybe 5 minutes. No, actually I took it down to 5 minutes per cycle because they were putting out so much water. And I will try that schedule of 5 minutes per cycle on Monday and Thursday. See how that works out. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days, so I went ahead and turned the sprinklers off for that. So I will start the new schedule next week. And that's all for now.